Group B, who do we have? Porto, Atletico, Leverkusen, and Club Brugge.
If Atletico don't win this group, then I think something went wrong. To be honest, like Bruges, they got the 2 Canadian boys.
True.
Yeah, Buchanan and Cyle Larin.
Great point.
I hope they do well.
Me too,
I'm
man.
excited to see them. This is good competition. Bayer Leverkusen have had a poor start to the season.
Yeah, very definitive.
Yeah, they haven't won a game. 3 games in, they've scored 1 goal and conceded 6. So they're not leaking goals by any means, but also it's not pretty for them. Like they've played Dortmund, which is a tough game, obviously, only lost 1-0. Augsburg, which they lost 2-1 at home, and I believe they were even winning in that game. No, sorry, it was tied 1-1 at one point. And then they lost at home again to Hoffenheim, and they didn't look good at all. And then they also lost to a team who I've never heard of in the German Cup, who's a 4th division team. Like, it's just really difficult for them right now. They're going to have to turn it around if they're going to want to compete in this group, which I think is why I don't have them qualifying for the next round. I think I would put my money on Atletico winning this one and then Porto. And honestly, if like things keep going poorly, maybe Bruges is the team that finishes 3rd and drops to the Europa League.
You identifying that Buchanan and Larin play for Club Brugge just made my day because it slipped my mind completely. But what an opportunity for them.
Yeah, right before the World Cup.
Right before the World Cup to start establishing their name in international football, go to a World Cup, which you guys already know my hot take. Canada's the dark horse. We could be seeing them eventually one day play for these big clubs that are, our top dogs in Champions League.
I think especially Buchanan.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, I love him too. And I think Larin is obviously a good player. Like, he's only 27, but he feels like he's going to be one of those guys that hangs out in almost the second tier of European clubs, but one of the top teams. Like, he's played on Besiktas, he's now playing on Bruges. Like, I could see him bouncing around to like teams like even maybe Salzburg or something like that, like Benfica, like those kind of teams.
Yeah.
But Buchanan, like, this is it's a huge opportunity for him. 23 years old, like he is injured right now, but he'll play in the Champions League this year and go to the World Cup, and it's his time to shine and show the world what we know of him already, right?
I totally agree. And actually, you know what? When we were watching Canada in the qualifiers, I know that a lot of people obviously reference Cyle Larin, Alphonso Davies. For me, Jonathan David, I was like, there's something special about Buchanan that if this guy can just stay consistent throughout these tournaments and make the impact that we've seen him have in certain games, he's going to be the star player. He's my golden ticket on Canada, that if he performs really well, I think Canada can find another level. I
do think he's the X factor for Canada.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I think so. Like, because like you said, there's the 3 guys who were expected to perform, and then there's Buchanan, who's obviously expected to perform, but I also think that if he's not, how do you say, like, it's not that we don't need him to perform, but if he does perform, then it's such a big boost to this team. And he just shows up every game anyway, so you don't really have to worry about it too much.
Exactly agree. And for me growing up, that was almost, I'm not comparing these two footballers because they're very different, but Xavi, when he had a really good game, the team would be so much better than when I would never even say he had a bad game, but when he had kind of an off game for him, the team was noticeably different.
Yeah.
I think Buchanan has that type of impact on a team.
I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah, just
on the same page.
The rhythm of Canada flows through Buchanan.
Wow.
There you go. Very poetic. Yeah.
How profound. I love that. We should start making t-shirts.
There you go. For this brand t-shirt.
Wow. That was great, Leo. We're good for one of your puns or like profound statements every episode.
They just come to me. I don't know what it is.
Group of Death.